All right. My name is Joe, and welcome back to the Cigar Host Podcast. With me, as always, my co-host, Mario. How you doing, Mar?
I'm doing good, Joe. Glad to be back, baby.
Always glad to be back. And today we have a very special guest. Before we get into that, we're all enjoying our Cigar Host Maduro cigars. Feel free to check out our website at thecigarhost.com. Pick a couple up and maybe smoke one with us while we talk and chat and have a good time.
You won't regret it.
That's right.
Yeah.
So now, not only is he our first guest on our podcast, he is a great friend of mine, and he's also coined as the Godfather of Instagram.
Yeah, the attire, you look like the Godfather. You know what I mean? I respect it.
That's it, baby.
The cufflinks, he showed me a side piece before, too. I wasn't sure if I was going to make it out of here tonight.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, Tony Peck.
How you doing, Tony? Doing fantastic, guys. Thank you for having me.
Yeah.
Very excited to be your first guest.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you,
Absolutely, my pleasure.
So how was that ride in here?
It wasn't too bad. I got to be honest with you. It was a straight shot, which was good. I didn't hit that much traffic, but I can see how it could be bad.
Yeah.
How are you liking the room?
This place came out beautiful, by the way. Absolutely stunning.
Thank you.
This is nicer than most cigar lounges. Forget about an indoor lounge.
Right.
This is really, really, you outdid yourself here.
And built by himself right there. They call him Tool Man. What was it? What was that show back in TGIF? What was it? Tim the Tool Man Taylor.
Thanks, man. I'm really up there now. I'm really
He
good.
was his assistant sidekick from the show. What was his name on the show?
The Builder?
No. You don't remember Tim the Tool Man?
You talking about the guy that peeked over the fence?
No.
Now, my friend. I don't know.
Yeah, he might be a little Tool Time. You never watched Tool Time?
Tool Time. Oh,
Yes,
Tim
Tool
Allen.
Time.
Tim
There
Allen.
you go. That was my
That's
dad's
it.
generation. You're old, Mario. Jeez,
Dude,
man.
shit. Son, is this you?
Dad?
Hi, son.
Thanks. I'm Tim Allen. Great. Now, a lot of hard work, a lot of thought went into this. I obviously spent a lot of money, and I wanted to do it once.
Right.
And I think we kind of captured
on
my
the head.
vision I was going for. So
I think so. I can't imagine you doing more than what you did here.
Right.
Even the ceiling lighting, it's just everything. The detail, just the lighting on the wall, it's just really, really well put together.
kind of brings everything together.
It does.
Yeah.
Right.
The colors, I love the colors.
Thank you. Well, like I said, we have Tony Peck here today. Tony, you were coined as the Godfather of Instagram. How did you get that title? I would love to know.
So actually, the Perfect for a Cigar podcast.
Yeah.
So I grew up in the Bronx Italian family.
Okay.
And my grandfather, he owned a pizzeria, owned a restaurant. He was always around those types of guys, as we can imagine, right? And those types of guys, how they dressed, how they walked, how they looked, they wear their tracksuits, their jewelry, they smoke their cigars. As we can all see, this is what Tony ends up looking like in his future.
Absolutely.
But I always wanted to be like that, right? And there was always a level of respect that they had. So on my journey from, I actually have a degree in mechanical engineering, from mechanical engineering school to owning my own business, my social media marketing agency, I've always been myself. And that means me wearing my tracksuits. I've always had jewelry. I'm always the kid with cash on me. This is how I grew up. So before the Godfather of Instagram became a thing, I started getting a following on Facebook. And I was just posting.
From what?
Just me posting motivational stuff. People just like the positivity and motivational. And I probably started doing that at the end of senior year.
Right.
So I started getting a little traction there.
Wow, so you were young when you started.
Yeah, I thought I was late. That's the crazy thing. That was back in 2016. I thought I was behind the curve on social media.
You graduated from high school in 2016?
Graduated college.
Okay, good. Okay,
I'm 29. So
where'd you? Let's pause because you mentioned a lot of interesting things there. So let's talk about first. You were a mechanical engineer.
Yep.
Where'd you go to school?
Went to Manhattan College.
Nice.
Yep. And
Very
that's
nice.
actually where I found my love for cigars while in college. So I'll get into that story too, because it's good for the cigar podcast.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
With the Godfather of Instagram name, when I was in school, like I said, I did my thing. I was always me. So as I gained this following on Facebook, I started diving into the Instagram world. So I dove into Instagram kind of accidentally. I was trading stocks day to day, and I said, you know what? I got this time.
What was your favorite stock?
I was doing penny stocks.
Oh, who doesn't?
What?
You're a high risk, high reward type of guy.
I was very stressful though. I got to say.
You're not here for the 10-year income return. You're here for literally the
Give me that
money. Yeah.
No. I was on for like reasonable gains a day, $100 to $500 a day.
Give me one of your best.
The most I made.
No. I don't want your money. Stock wise, what was the stock that really
Trade wise, ATOS.
Okay.
I made like $2,200 on the trade.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Big numbers. I would cut my losses fast.
Sure.
And I would just take small. I was doing it as a living.
Oh,
so I wasn't like trying to get these big gains. That's what I did full time after I graduated from engineering school.
Right.
So I was doing that. And I said, you know what? Let me make Instagram just in case in the future I want to sell a trading course.
Okay.
And I can market the course through my Instagram platform. So I made an Instagram account. I called it Ace of Trading, and I was just posting things that motivated me. So cars, watches, motivational quotes, and the fucking page blew up in like
Right.
a month. I had over 10,000 followers. Now, again, this is back in 2016, so it was a lot easier to grow organically.
Right.
But again, I was doing nothing but trading stocks day to day for like 3 hours a day when the market was volatile. So I said, I'm going to make some more pages. So I made a bunch of niche accounts. One for cigars, Ace of Cigars, Ace of Cars, things I like.
Is this the snap?
No. That's the Tony Peck page, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I went deep. I went deep into your DMs. You know what I mean? I've gone. I think I know your social security number. I think I have a copy of your birth certificate, maybe.
Fingerprints, too.
Fingerprints. But I went. So you've been. I've seen that you've been doing this for a very, very long
Well,
time.
he's been hustling.
Yeah.
I mean that he's putting in the time.
Yeah.
Love it. Yeah,
That's
the
what
whole
it
point.
was. So that was
Right.
that was 7 years ago, to your point. And I ended up having 13 of these niche accounts, and
Wow.
I amassed like a following of over 400,000 followers in like 4 months.
Right.
I don't know what to do with all these followers, but as this was going on, I was still big on Facebook, and people in Facebook were starting to ask me, "Can you go on Facebook Live in our group and talk about what you're doing on Instagram?" Because they were following me on Instagram now. Sure, no problem. So most of the times I would take the Facebook Live in a cigar lounge.
Right.
And I'd be in my tracksuit, smoking a cigar. Shout out Doc James is where I would do it. Have my jewelry on. And one of the lives, I'm live talking about Instagram and growing, getting all these different strategies that I'm implementing, and I'm smoking a cigar in a tracksuit in the cigar lounge. And one of the people comment, "You look like the Godfather of Instagram." And I kind of like write it off. I laugh. I chuckle. Some people are like, "Yeah, that's good. That's funny. He does. Yeah, I love
That's
that."
badass.
I wrote it in my notes on my phone.
Right.
Didn't think twice of it. Then maybe 6-7 months down the road, I was just clearing out all the notes on my phone, and I come across all it says is Godfather of Instagram. I'm like, I want to put this in my bio on Instagram, see what happens, and it stuck. People started calling me that. People call me Godfather now.
And it's
just
stuck
became
now.
a
Right?
thing.
You're holding events now. Like you just had an event recently. Before we get into the events, though, I have a 2-part question to this.
Sure.
To your whole thing here. So one being, what was your tracksuit color of choice?
Black. I'm a big black and white guy.
Velour.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
it
course,
has
of
to be
course.
velour.
Gotta
Okay.
be velour.
All right. So
Or
any
in the winter, like in the winter.
Paisan.
The fall, you wear the regular Adidas.
so I don't know
with a guinea tee,
yeah,
obviously.
exactly, of course. Yep.
so Tony, I
It's
don't
the
know.
only way to. It's the only way to do
It's got a
it.
wave in the wind, the hair. You know?
Oh, it's got to have a little
the
curl to
Italian
it.
spaghetti's flying. That's what we call it. So I don't know if you know this, but when on our last episode we enlightened everybody how Mario and I first met. So when we first met, we were at the bus stop. Now the bus stop was right in front of my house. This was going to school. Bus stop. I walked down.
This is 8th grade.
Yeah,
Going
eighth
into
grade. He's in 8th grade. I'm in 7th grade. I walk down. Little Joey, walks down. Next thing I know, this kid walks over. Black jumpsuit, velour, right?
Spiky hair.
Blowout.
Starting the jersey. So I'm talking about this.
Yep, I
This is
remember
why I
the
wear a
spike,
hat nowadays, because literally my hair is falling out.
Before there was Paulie D in the blowout, there was Mario in the blowout.
Yeah,
okay?
we started it before Paulie D.
This guy's trying to sell me cologne, and all of a sudden, my mom's like, "What the fuck is going on?" Like, what? So anyway, we already
made
told that story, but
$100
yeah,
that day.
it's
There we go.
so
Hustling, see?
black jumpsuits. There you go.
People in tracksuits, they
Yep.
hustle.
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like I can't go anything else but black. White's not for me, because
No,
white's got to
white's
be like
not for me.
Adidas.
Yes.
It's got to be like an Adidas one.
Yep. Or
It's-
Sergio Tacchini.
Right, it's
Love
more of
Yes,
like a mesh.
I want one of those.
Those are really
Yeah,
nice.
they're
Yeah.
nice.
It's more like a mesh though. It's not a velour.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
And then the
white's
second
not
part
good.
was
And red, I look Albanian.
you wear.
So I can't wear the red only. It has to be black with the red accent, otherwise you're like, oh, Tony the Albanian.
Yeah, if you're
You get
wearing
that
the
a lot,
red,
so.
then you're selling a second card dealership.
it's-
You know, you're not certified pre-owned.
They still call me Baton, you know?
You just took the radar off, and there's really no problems with the car.
Oh
I,
man.
was like, I appreciate everyone. What was the second part? You had mentioned, okay, so you went to school. I'll come back to it. So where we left off was talking about how you became the Godfather. Oh, This is what it was. Is give me 2 other things that were on your notes before you deleted them. So you said you were going through your notes. You saw Godfather of Instagram. You're like, this sticks. This is Paisan. This is me.
It's my calling.
What were
That's
the
it.
2 other notes? You're like, shit, I gotta really delete this. Let me clean my
Tough
cookies.
question. And this is back in like 2017,
Right,
right? We're in
right.
2024 here. I don't even really remember, but probably bullshit stuff, just like old
Right.
passwords that expired, or I
Gotcha.
saved this for nonsense just to keep like. So before I had the business, I was very unorganized. Never used the Google Calendar. Never used my reminders app. I didn't have a CRM for sales and tracking and following up and notes on. I use everything in my notes.
Right.
So I would just have really just bullshit notes of to-do lists.
Right, to-do
and
lists,
then they
right.
would just compound, and I would never get through the whole to-do list, and I would just make another note.
Yeah, they're
So,
not
like,
easy to
cleaning
track.
shit out like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was pretty much what I was cleaning out, bullshit like that.
Okay, so now fast forward a little bit. So you start that, you coin yourself, or the other person actually coined you as the Godfather of Instagram. You ran with it. So did you see any impact on your social media with that title being in your bio?
Right.
Because as we know, nowadays, social media, you could portray yourself as something, and once it catches, it's it, right? You ran with it. So
Right.
did you see a huge impact when you started actually taking that name that somebody gave you and running with it?
I wouldn't say right away.
Okay.
But definitely over time it became a thing. And
Yeah.
I think it's kind of almost like to that saying, there's no such thing as overnight success. It takes
Right.
10,000 hours for it to happen.
Oh, dude, you gotta
It's kinda
grind,
like
baby.
that. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it's
was a
not-
gradual thing. And now it's become a real thing. Like, I've been on TV, I've been in, like, I'm the Godfather of Instagram.
Right.
Like, people, that's what I go by.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is fucking crazy. You know, it's really wild. Like,
So
your
when did those
character.
14 accounts turn into the Godfather?
So the Ace of Trading account ended up becoming my personal account, Tony Peck.
That's the snap.
That's my current
In
page.
golf.
If you go back further enough to my very first post, some of the pictures have watermarked at Ace of Trading. And I've
Okay.
left them
Gotcha.
up there. It was like my original post. Like
Yeah.
You can see what I started posting back in the
Right.
day in 2016, 2017
Right.
to what I post now to show, hey, I started with zero. I started with not knowing what the fuck I was doing,
That's
just
how
like
you
everyone
grow.
else. And that's how
Right.
you learn and you grow along the way.
Why not?
So I had that. That account became my personal account. The other accounts ended up becoming some other accounts. We ended up turning one to like Why Not You Media, our company page. We got a few other Why Not You accounts along the way. I gave some away to friends who wanted to do stuff. And now I'm down just to the Tony Peck account. I got the Why Not You Media account. We have one for our printing company, one for our golf outing page.
Right. Now, real quick, so we want to give you that shout out here, and you could take it away. You do own a media company. Why Not You Media? So if anybody needs any type of guidance or actual content creation, media ideas, take it away from here. You know, tell them where they could find you.
No, I appreciate it. So we own a Forbes accredited digital marketing and social media agency. We specialize in, like Joe said, creating content for people, shooting podcasts, any type of social media content.
Forbes?
Forbes accredited 5 years in a row.
So
Congratulations
So
on
yeah,
that.
so
It's
how do
really
you?
cool.
So I saw that and I thought it was awesome. Like obviously, see where you were and where you've gone. What made like? What's the criteria? Does someone select you for Forbes?
Yeah, we
Or
got
do
reached
you?
out to, and we had to get interviewed by them.
Okay.
I think I went through 3 rounds of interviews, and they selected us. They sent us the information, and we said, we're in, done deal.
And so, what's your award? What have you won from Forbes for the past 5 years?
Just that we're Forbes accredited. So they send
Wow.
us like badges every year with the update, and
That's
then
awesome.
it allows me to be a contributor. So
Do you
I get
wear
to
that on your
contribute-
shirt?
I should. I
Yeah.
should put an email signature, but I don't. I also get to contribute an article to Forbes every 6 weeks. So there's articles by Tony Peck written in Forbes.com.
Oh, wow.
On social media marketing, branding, social media strategy, stuff like that.
Dude,
that they let me do that. So it's
that's
pretty cool publicity.
fantastic.
Yeah. So if you Google my name, Tony Peck, you'll see like Forbes articles. So it's good SEO.
Right.
So that was a cool opportunity being part of that.
Wow.
And I'm also part of being able to answer like panels. So like other people that are Forbes accredited marketing agencies, we have on the app. There's like a Forbes Council app that we can answer these little prompts that are
Okay.
like 400 letter answers, and they pick like the 10 best answers, and it'll be in an article with all 10 answers. So I've been in like dozens of those. So again, you
Really?
search Tony Peck, a bunch of Forbes SEO comes up, which is pretty cool.
No
Right.
dirty
So it's
pictures
been,
when I Google image that,
Oh,
right?
Hopefully not. You're about to search for more.
You know, I
me
just
that
wanted to
first
make
page of
sure.
Mario, those you have to pay.
Yeah, looking's free. Touch is going to cost me.
So now, you have grown your Why Not You Media company, or I should say, you and your team,
Yep.
to what it is today. And do you give a lot of that accreditation to two of the awards and the accolades that you guys have achieved, like the Forbes?
I would say yes and no. You know, in the beginning, when it's me and my 2 partners, right? There were 3
Right.
young kids that started. We were
Right.
25 years old. People just look at us like 3 kids. So having the accreditation and that validity, that helped us close maybe people that are a little bit older, way more established, giving us that credibility.
Right.
But for the most part, the business has been built on pretty much relationships.
Right.
You know, and I live and die by that. And cigars have been a big proponent of the relationships.
So I have a question for you. So you create the business, you're growing. The first company's like, you know what? Let's test them out.
Yeah.
How'd you do?
So
Okay, let me. Where were you? How did you do? And how do you feel like you've learned from that experience?
There had to be butterflies too.
Oh, butterflies, more like the pre-started diarrhea.
so I was working in construction full time at this point.
Oh yeah.
And
How many cinder blocks can you hold at once?
Not enough. I was working in construction for about 2 years. I worked for a GC in the city. Well, they were Yonkers based in Westchester.
Okay.
But they had some jobs in the city.
Every kid did.
Every
I
kid
worked.
did.
My uncle was construction.
of
I worked for
course.
construction for years.
But I had the engineering degree, so my thing
Oh,
was,
you were.
I said, listen, I didn't know nothing about construction. I'm not handy at all.
Right.
But I said to the guys at the construction company, I wanted to work to learn
Right.
as I buy properties as an investor how to just construct. Right.
Right.
So he was a GC, and I said, listen, I know this social media stuff. Now this is in 2017ish.
Okay.
So I already had the accounts growing. I said, hey, I can help you guys with social media. You can build me out as an engineer on the job site. I just want to learn from you guys. So let's make something work here. So he goes, okay, you hired, kid.
Right.
Let's do it. So I started working there. Now, while I was working there, got a job in Harlem on
Okay.
150th Street, and I was a GC. I was a project manager, so I was superseding all the subcontractors. So I had to run the plumber, the electrician, the hardwood flooring installer, anything, anyone
Right.
that worked there. The hardwood flooring installer, this guy Danny, okay, he was Brazilian guy, immigrant, hardworking dude. It was him and like his 7 brothers and cousins that had the company. He was the owner. They would get there to the job site 5:30 in the morning, and they would be there till 5:30 at night. Just hardworking guys.
Yeah, I love it.
And he had an accent. He was always so happy and energetic. So one day he comes into the job site. He goes, "Tony, I didn't know you were famous." I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, Dan? He goes, "I found you on Instagram. You got like 30,000 followers, and that's how much my personal page had at the time."
Right.
Yeah.
And I said, "Dan, I'm no fucking famous guy, but I'm on the same job site as you. I wear my hard hat just like you. I mean, I'm just doing this thing on Instagram,
Right.
learning it." He goes, "Well, you know what the fuck you're doing?" He goes, "How about this? I got 34 followers right now. Can I cut you a check and you help me grow my following?" I said, "Okay." So he cut us a check, $500. We had the LLC open already. No, actually, we took that money. We opened up the LLC with that money. It's $500
awesome.
check. And we grew his account those first 3 months. He got deals in Manhattan just from those first 3 months. I'd be active and outbound and sending DMs
You get a
for him.
percentage of those deals?
No. Just all for him.
Right.
Fast forward now, he's the largest flooring installing company on Instagram. He has over 600,000 followers. He's the largest flooring installing company on TikTok.
Really?
He has
Dude,
over
that's-
400,000 followers. He gets paid 5 figures a month from TikTok from the views, and he's now the #1 flooring installer in the Hamptons, which was his goal to break into with social
Right.
media.
Oh, dude.
That he
in
charges
the Hamptons?
And he's not
most.
doing any dances either. No TikTok dances
He's not
to
even
get
on
on
the
there.
page. All these shows is like ASMR with the flooring.
Oh,
Installation.
Everyone
the glue,
loves
like that, the
ASMR
boom, boom,
now.
boom, boom to put it in, the different stains and the colors.
Yeah.
I don't get
And,
it.
he was my first client. He took a chance on us. He believed in us. And again,
Dude,
the
that's-
immigrant edge, man. I believe in him. My
Right.
grandparents are immigrants, and we had that story, that relation.
Right.
And he's like, "I'll give you guys. Here's $500. Why not? For 3 months, give it a chance. You know what you're doing."
Now,
Sure.
And,
I want to ask
here
a
we are.
question, though. How old was this guy?
Danny was late 30s.
I think it's very interesting because back then, social media was not looked at the way it is today.
No,
definitely.
So the
not.
fact-
Definitely not.
especially not in that industry. You know,
Right.
Construction.
No,
forget it.
construction?
Yeah.
They would've-
Construction is still not being utilized on social media.
And it
it's
should be. I mean, it's a
2024.
shame. But I find social media fascinating in examples like that. This guy, like you said, took a chance on you, and he decided, listen, $500 worth every penny. Kid, run for it because you were a kid
I was
pretty
a kid.
much, right?
Still a kid. I was a kid.
No,
100%.
right.
Like,
And
first
now
person we
look
ever
at
worked with, never took money from someone for social media. Like,
Right.
And now it's changed. And he calls me. I talk to him every month. It's changed his life. He has 4 daughters, and he's now traveled to 19 different states to do installs, all because of DMs from Instagram. People reaching out to him, say, "Hey, I'll pay you whatever you want. I'll fly you out, put you and your team up, pay for your food, and pay you whatever fee you want, even if you're more, just to have you be the guy that does it."
That's
All because
amazing.
of social media.
Okay, so you
Crazy.
do that the first time. You're like,
Yeah.
damn, okay, it's your first, what, $500 you got for it?
$500 for 3 months.
Nice. In
Yep.
your pocket
That-
cash?
That was nice. Check, and then
Oh.
we put it into the bank account.
Gotcha.
Spent that on LegalZoom. It was like $440 to open up the LLC, and we were in business.
Right. So then you said you were okay. So you were on. You said that you did Forbes. So like this is a couple years later, obviously moving
So
forward.
Forbes. So that happened. We started the LLC in November 2018. I went full time for myself February of 2019, February 1st.
And this is Why Not Media.
Why not you media? Yep.
Gotcha.
So from February 2019, the 1st to September, I got reached out to get interviewed on TV at Good Morning La La Land, which is like California's version
saw
of
it,
Good
I saw
Morning
it.
New York. So I flown out there, and that kind of started really making things push the needle forward. But unfortunately, what was it? October, November, December, January, February, March. 5-6 months later, the pandemic happened.
right.
So I was 13 months into our business full time, and everything stopped.
Right. And you're still doing great. You're
Pandemic blew us up, took us another level.
right because everyone's
Really?
home doing this.
People were like, "Fuck, I don't even have a website. Can you guys do a website?" Like people had some businesses had no digital footprint whatsoever, and they could not
Well, we've
sell
seen
to
that.
anyone.
When we were in Vegas, so we went to Vegas for a cigar convention. You
Yep.
were there with
Awesome,
us.
Awesome time, yeah.
And at the cigar convention, some of the biggest brands only had a certain
Yes.
amount of followings. I was
Yeah.
blown away by like.
I'm not gonna shout out some names.
No,
Yeah,
no,
let's not
but,
do
but
that.
I,
But
I'm
you're
seeing
right,
like
yeah.
50,000,
Yeah.
30,000,
They're like some of the biggest.
100.
Yeah.
I think the biggest name had 100,000 followers.
Which is peanuts.
I was like, how is that
so small in the grand scheme of the cigar community.
That's-
yeah.
I could take pictures of me in an underwear, my golden retriever, and get more views than that. Okay.
all right. You heard it first. I want that on our Instagram.
We're also gonna make a book with Where's Waldo, but no Waldos in the book. So
No, it's
good luck.
where's Mario, and you're not gonna find him because he's not in the book.
I like that.
And I'm in my black,
Yeah,
my black
with the
footwear
blowout.
jumpsuit.
With the blowout.
We're gonna have him in the red jumpsuit
Yeah.
though. They're gonna be looking.
They call me Tony the Albanian.
Yeah, find Tony. Oh man,
That's funny.
no. That's like honestly, I just social media is a wild machine.
It's changed my life, man.
Yeah.
It's changed my
Right.
life. It's changed my partner's lives. It's changed so many of my clients' lives.
Can I tell you a
It's
secret?
a hell of a thing.
So, back when I was in my 20s, I'm not old. Back when I was in my younger 20s, I used to always be like, why not? Like, why not you? Like, why can't, like, I work at a high school, prominent private high school. We have a lot of good sport athletes. I tell the kids all the time, like, why not you?
Yep.
Like, it's up to you to want to do those things, to bust your ass. Like, if you want to be great, bust your ass. You don't want to be great, then do what you're doing. So, we're actually not here to interview you. I'm here because, like, I had an idea to create a book. Why not you? Like, why not do 5 more push-ups? Why not? Why not go to this? Like, why not do this?
That's how we got the name.
So this is actually isn't an interview; it's a hit. So Faizan, but I love it. I love Why Not You. It's I swear my life, that's a real thing. You can ask my friends from college. I would say it all the time, like Why Not You. I love the name. It's a great name.
I appreciate it. We came up with that in the cigar lounge. We were at Doc James sitting
How
upstairs.
much you want for the name?
no dollar amount because we were sitting there. It was me and my 2 partners, Mike and Fran. And Fran looks up. We're having a cigar, and we were thinking of a name for the company.
Right.
This is after we got the check. Well, what the fuck are we gonna call this business? We have no idea. And he looks up. Why not you?
Right.
And he's like, my mother always told me, why not you? Why can't you be who
Right.
you want to be? Like, why not you?
It's up to you, right?
And his mother just recently passed away, unfortunately.
Very sorry to hear that.
It has a lot of sentimental value to us because why not you? Like, why can't you be the next big thing? Why can't you be who you want to be?
Right.
And we'll keep that mission going forward. And that's the whole thing with the business. It's like we can help people utilize social media to
Right.
be who they want to be.
Right.
You know, like my brand online is just me offline. Just happens to be online now.
Right.
And
Yeah.
that's a big thing we try to teach a lot of people with a personal brand. Not to become a character or someone fake.
Right.
Be who you are authentically, and you're
Right.
going to find your tribe. Like, I curse.
And I think
I'm
your
not
brand,
for everyone.
Right. And I think your brand represents you.
It
Yeah.
should. A lot of people sometimes they
You know
get
what I
into
mean?
it like, what can I do to get more people to like me and watch me and follow me?
Just be yourself.
Right.
Be yourself. You
right.
gotta be you.
Like,
Yeah.
have fun. Like, I know for me with the TikTok stuff, like in the very beginning, everybody, somebody actually said it the other day. Mr. B started with 1 person,
Yep.
1 follower. Actually, he started with 0
Zero.
followers.
Everyone starts with 0.
So when I started my TikTok, which I have a decent follow, nothing crazy, but I have, I think 38,000 right now. I started the first video. I didn't even know what I was doing. I was shitting my pants behind that camera. I was like, oh, is this good? And then honestly, now it's just natural. Like now I just literally talk about
just
something
you.
that comes in my head.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is the way I do this. So I'm going to share it with somebody. And if you don't like me, don't follow me. But if you do like me, sure, follow me. Like, honestly. And that's what you guys are doing. Like I could see it through your Instagram and your TikToks and stuff. It's, you know, it's fun to watch.
Well,
so.
whether they
you.
like
I
you or
appreciate
not, who cares if they follow you as long as they support or negatively, it's fine.
Right, right.
'Cause
Doesn't
you want
matter.
people to argue about it.
Of
'Cause
course.
You know what commercial I hate the most? That I can still remember? 1-800 cars for the kids. You fucking son of a bitch.
Hey.
I'm in traffic and I gotta listen to that shit all day. You all started singing it. It's the I would never
so
call that
catchy.
number. Why do I want to give a car to a kid?
I respect it.
Cars for kids. Why am I giving a car for a kid?
It's catchy.
It's catchy.
I don't know what it means.
Know that you trade in the car and they take the money for the charity for the kids.
Yeah.
I'd rather give money to the charity.
You don't give the kid the car.
That's what I'm saying. Well, why?
It's like
car you're done with. You're done
it's
with
like
it.
Step Brothers. I don't know what it means, but it's seductive.
No,
That's the people going.
I still have nightmares about that song. I somehow randomly dial it when I'm at home, like 1-800.
That's a good fucking jingle for you.
Yes.
You know, for us to all remember like that. That's
Yeah.
strong. That's brand.
Think how
That's brand.
strong of branding
Yeah.
that
That's
is.
what I'm saying. Negative or positive, you will
You
remember it.
And that's the thing though too. Like you said, controversy is good on social. At me, it's more like you want to just be you on
Right.
social, and the people that don't like you, listen, you're not gonna probably be able to do business with them. If someone's not gonna work with me because I fucking curse, then for me to be fake on social, then we
Right.
sit down, then I curse, and you get now it's just like
Right.
we could have avoided.
Right,
this.
he's got a
Wasted my
potty
time,
mouth.
wasted yours.
Yeah, right.
I
It's not
listen,
for you, which is okay.
listen.
Sure,
I
it's
have
fine,
I have a different
100%.
I have a different outlook a little bit because I actually have kids, and me and my wife were on the same page where we were brought up very very similar. And a lot of people they don't like you don't want to curse around your kids and this and that. We don't say anything excessive, right? But unfortunately, sometimes it slips out.
It's
We,
gotta.
it's just conversation,
Right.
and we're just like, yeah, god damn it, or
Hey,
shit, this
Fungal,
and yeah, right,
the fuck-
exactly. And you know what I always say to people is like, oh, I don't. He really. My kids have learned to understand that those words are not to be said outside the house, and they're not to be said to anybody.
Right.
But do you know, like, it's almost exhilarating for one of my kids to be like singing a song and they hear it and they're like, oh, they laugh about it, right?
Yeah.
Like it's part of society, and that's what I like. I curse. That's me. Like you said, if you don't like it, I don't know what to tell you. Move on.
Yeah,
right.
And
like
for me to
it's-
hide that because I know people aren't gonna like it, and then you meet me and it's like, oh no, I didn't know what I was getting. Now I look fake.
First
So
of all, I don't want to be
me,
friends
put
with
it on
you.
the table. Yeah,
Right, I don't want to be
you
friends
rather
with
just
you,
be
bro.
you, and you're gonna attract the people that like end up loving you.
Right.
And you
Right.
get the ones that don't like you just to leave, which is pre-qualifying. Like for me, it's a business to me. You've
Yeah.
been utilizing
Right.
social. So for me, it does save my time and that person's time.
Right.
Because if you're not gonna get along with me just because of what you see on social, probably not gonna get along in real
Right,
life.
exactly.
Oh,
And
he
you
smokes cigars. He likes it.
yeah, you have
We're
to
not
get
gonna
along
like
with
each
people that you're doing business with and
Absolutely.
trying to market with, and
So talking about that. So recently, you guys, I saw on Instagram, obviously, you know, we talked about your youth and where you've been and where you're going and where you're at, and you just held a pretty eventful cigar networking event.
Yep.
Where I know Joey was there. I think the Fresh Mutz guy was there.
Yep.
Burned down.
Your sister,
Yep, my sister, she makes homemade biscottis with my 90-year-old grandmother.
because you didn't bring no biscottis with you today.
I actually
You know
got some
what
in
I
the
mean?
car.
That's my.
There you go.
Oh, that's
I got some in the
Oh,
car.
I know he wears a black velour jumpsuit and not a red one.
dude,
I got some in the car.
I love that and an espresso. Oh my god.
Nothing better.
But you're doing big things, right? Like you're hosting this event, and I heard that there was that one funny guy, Nicky Cass, on
Nicky
was
Cass,
there.
Yep.
So like you're growing.
Yeah, no, like these little cigar networking dinners have just grown, organically. They're small. I get about 150 guys. Joe's my designated go-to cigar roller. Does a fantastic job. But honestly, these are small compared to. I host the biggest charity golf outing in the tri-state.
I heard about
in
this.
June, and
Huge
the-
golf guy right there.
I-
Are you?
Huge
Oh,
golf.
you gotta come play. So let me tell you the claim to fame here. So you don't have to be a golfer to even come to this.
Oh, because I'm a golfer. I'm
But
good at everything.
well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
There's a vendor on every single hole. So there's a cigar roller giving out cigars. You have a massage girl. You have pig roast. I have fresh zeppelis being made, sauces and pepper, shots,
nice.
wings. Win a car, win a putter, win a watch, win a driver.
I'm sweating. I got a light
So,
sweat going.
yep,
it
I
feels
got-
like
yep.
I'm at St. Gennaro's festival.
So actually, but wait, there's more. So it's 36 vendors, 36
it's a scary
holes.
movie.
36 vendors, 36 holes, 2 courses, 280 golfers.
Okay.
Then cocktail hour. It's a 1,200 plus person networking event with over 70 vendors.
Wow.
Food and drink. So similar to San Gennaro Feast was my thought process, but make it networking.
I love it.
So I get all local business owners that I know.
Right.
They're giving out their products so they can get the exposure. More people can learn about them. That's that
Okay.
trade-off. And just business owners and entrepreneurs want to have a good time, network, maybe around good people.
You have good raffle prizes.
We raffle off a Rolex.
Woo!
So that's probably the biggest one.
Is
Plus
that
other
is
stuff.
that just a ticket you get from buying?
$50 a ticket you can buy for the Rolex ticket specifically.
Dude, that's peanuts
It's
for a
nothing.
Rolex.
$10,000 date just
Yeah.
to win. Yeah.
So we do one at school where it's an Audi. You get 1,000. I love
Yep.
those.
Yeah.
You know what? The odds are better.
Yeah.
Hey, you buy a scratch off. It's 1 in 10 million.
Yeah,
This
it's pure luck.
I'll take 1 in 10,000 for $50.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
You know
mean,
what
you're going to way less. I think there's only 350 Rolex tickets. So
Oh,
Dude,
if you buy 2 tickets, you're 175. That's not too
two.
bad.
I'm gonna buy why don't you buy all 350? You're paying less for the watch. You know,
Yeah.
because you know what? He'll let me know when it's going.
Actually, you're not. But okay, we won't tell Mario that. You can
You're
buy
right.
all.
My math is not good. I
Give you
was,
$18,000 check right now.
he's not a numbers guy. We'll just say that.
Engineer over here.
divide the 7.
So we went last year. It was a phenomenal event. Anybody that wants to go, I don't know if tickets are still available to go.
There's less than 50 golf tickets left. So if you do want to golf, all jokes
Yeah,
aside,
yeah,
I'll
no,
send you
for
a link
real.
while we're here.
Please do,
Definitely
yeah.
recommend it. And then cocktail hour,
Yeah.
the merrier. So if you want to come, there's tickets
Yeah.
online.
and I could create my own foursome. That's the goal, right?
Yeah, you can create your own foursome, and
Okay.
or if you don't, I make the list of everyone. So
Okay.
I'm very strategic in who I pair to play together. So now it's a pack course. You're gonna have a foursome with you,
Okay.
2 foursomes ahead of you, and 2 foursomes behind you.
Love it.
So I pair everyone based on their golf skill and knowing them. There's some sober guys that play that are scratch golfers. I
Right.
get some really rowdy degenerates that can play, and I get a mix of everyone in between. So I pair the lineup. So if you bump with people, you're gonna get along with them, and vice
Sure.
versa.
It's
so
awesome.
even if you don't get a foursome, I'll make sure you're with 2 other guys. Like maybe get at least
Right.
one person, so you're in a cart together.
I want
And
them
I'll
to
pay the
watch
people.
me. I want
So-
that foursome to be up there watching me behind me. The pressure builds me. You know what I mean? Those are my best plays
young
when they're
Tiger Woods.
watching. Oh, whoo.
Hey, listen.
Real quick, before we go to that. So my friend hosts a golf outing. Talking about Tiger Woods, he hosts a golf outing every year. It's to kick off the summer. We play this course called Architects. It's a beautiful course. It mimics all the PGA holes.
Oh wow, okay.
It's really cool.
That's awesome, yeah. Where is it? In Jersey?
It's in Phillipsburg.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, New Jersey. Yeah. It's a great course.
The fuck is Phillipsburg?
Yeah, no one
I'm like,
knows.
oh yeah, like I know. No
You're,
fucking
there's like wheat and like
Oh, it's like that, okay.
cattle and stuff. Like I didn't even know that was in New Jersey. I thought it was like Jersey Shore and like this New York City.
Atlantic City. That's all I know.
But the prize, so you have a plaque, and a plaque at the end of the year has Tiger Woods' mugshot on it, and your name is on the plaque. it's the kickoff to the golf outing. It is one of my. It's the Masters. They dress up in the white Cowdy outfit, the green
that's great.
jackets, and the prize is Tiger Woods' mugshot with your name on
That's
it with the
funny.
lowest score.
That's actually great.
It's a great prize.
What's your handicap?
Oof.
Not good.
I would say like
No, he's definitely good.
I would say like 15.
Okay, you're not
Tony,
fantastic, but
Tony,
you're good.
hold
He's
on,
a good
hold
golfer.
on, hold on.
He's definitely lying. You know what
I don't
me?
pick up a club for about a whole year.
Right.
I go out on the course and I shatter him.
No way.
No, false.
Shatter him.
False. False.
Shatter him.
He's like what's the movie with the Happy Gilmore where he like the amazing ball whacker guy?
Billy Madison.
He's got the biceps to hit a drive that's 350. Now that drive will either go straight or directly into the woods. You may never find that ball ever again.
Erroneous on all accounts. Hold on a minute. Don't tell me that on Thanksgiving, that was the first time I picked up a club, last Thanksgiving.
You didn't play this Thanksgiving.
I couldn't because I got.
You know what
I had to
happened
go
this
to work.
Thanksgiving? But I won $350 on closest to the pin. I had the closest to the pin
You're
on
lucky Joe wasn't there because he would have taken that from you.
Yeah, okay.
No, but you know what?
Playing my putt all day.
You know what this motherfucker did? I couldn't play. Before I couldn't even play, he didn't even know this yet. I found out the day before Thanksgiving that I couldn't play, right? We play every Thanksgiving morning.
Oh, okay.
If you haven't figured this out. So he was already trying to fucking put me to the side and get somebody else to come in. Because our buddy, he got hurt. And I'm like, dude, we're fucking partners. I would not sell you out. And he's like, no, come on. I'm just trying to get the foursome together. You know what I mean?
He wasn't even sure if he was going to play. Tony Peck, actually, while you're here for next Thanksgiving, what's your handicap?
I'm like a 22, 23.
But you're a smart guard.
I'm shooting like 100 to 110. I broke 100 like 2 times.
Which is fine.
This
Hey,
is my 4th year going into golf, so.
but if we're playing best ball, it's all about that
Oh,
one
if
ball.
we play best ball, I'm more than a throw for that.
Yeah.
I love going to outings, as we can tell. I throw a fun outing because I like going
Yeah,
to
I heard.
outings. I'm like, how can I make it even better?
I heard sausage and peppers and Zaples, and I was like, "Ooh."
Yep.
Now, you got-
I got
Fresh
brought.
Zeppelin's on the hole being made in the oil.
I had
Sausage and peppers. I
PTSD.
get the griddle.
Right.
I got a massage girl. I get a chiropractor. I'll stretch you out. Like it's unbelievable. I wish I can play it. I don't get to play it. It sucks.
Matt, you
Why
got
don't
to.
you ever play in it? Well, I know you're
go
hosting.
around. I'm like the host. So I drive around. I try to see
I
every
know.
foursome. So this year I'm doing both courses, which is gonna be a lot because it's 288 golfers.
Right.
But the last 2 years, this is my 3rd year now. I had one course, 144 golfers. So I would literally go to every foursome. I take a selfie with them. How you guys doing? If you're a cigar guy, I bring some cigars with me. I give you a Padron.
Right.
You like weed? I bring you a joint. Whatever it is, like you just having a good time with everyone.
Hey, it's all legal now.
Yeah.
There you go.
So,
I had the police commissioner of Yonkers playing it.
Yeah?
And, we had 2 marijuana vendors because again, some people that's their fancy. If you don't like it, just don't touch
Sure,
it. Right?
it's-
And he comes up to me, and goes, "I gotta say, I'm thoroughly impressed with this event." He goes, "I even like the touch of the marijuana." He goes, "Not for me, but I appreciate you do something for everyone that
Everybody
wants something."
That's
Everybody.
what you want. That's
You
the
can stay for a
experience
good
you
time.
want.
impressive event. Impressive.
Thank
I
you.
would
We
love
were-
That
to
means a
play
lot.
it.
You go to a lot of events.
So you got to come, right? Why don't you play in it? How about this? How about we get a foursome? I want a camera guy following you guys around. We're making content because I keep telling Mara we got to go out and play golf together.
Yeah, that would be fun content.
We-
it could be a podcast show.
Yeah.
I
on
want.
the cart.
Yeah.
You know what?
Like, that's
Do that because
Sponsored,
I'm gonna shoot
sponsored
my
by
best
the
game.
sponsored by the Cigar Host.
Okay.
We're gonna be there anyway.
And it's
We're
for
gonna
charity too. It's all for the Children's Hospital in Westchester.
That's awesome.
great cause.
Perfect. Yeah. It's what's better than that?
He just told me.
Wait. When is it?
It's not Cars for Kids.
No. No.
Tying it all together.
I
There you
could
go.
see put a bubble above my head of PTSD of Cars for Kids when I'm a little.
Right.
It's a Thursday. It's Thursday, June 20th. In Pelham Bay
okay.
School Rock in the Bronx.
Oh,
I'm
it's
going to send you
perfect.
a link while we're here.
Yeah, please,
Yeah.
please. I'm actually
Gotta
no.
get on the ticket. So if you buy the foursome now and you fill it after, like whatever
That's fine.
the case is,
That's fine. Yeah. No.
That'd be good.
Just so everybody knows, we will be putting the link to that in our YouTube and on any other platform that we're posting this.
Oh, you're gonna film
So-
this?
Yeah, we're actually the cameras are actually rolling this time.
Are you gonna have a shot tracker of like my shots
Oh, he's talking about
after
the
each
golf. I'm
one?
talking about the episode.
No, I'm talking about this episode.
Yeah. Oh.
We're putting the link on it for Tony. If you want to come to his golf outing, we'll have the link there. Hopefully, you get there to the link before the tickets are obviously sold
Yeah,
out.
if you're interested in golfing, get them when you see this because, like I said, there's less than 50 as of today. And
Right.
whatever,
He's at
but-
40.
well, no,
46
now there's 46.
Yeah,
He's
it's
buying
46
four.
'cause-
Yeah.
And just a shout out to Joe too. Joe will be on one of the holes, rolling cigars, giving a cigar to each golfer. Included in every swag bag for the golfers is a hand rolled cigar by Joe as well. And to top it all off, Joe will be at the cocktail hour, also hand rolling cigars, giving out to the guests at the cocktail hour.
Love it.
So
Love it.
A lot of cigars, a lot of cigar guys, a lot of good people, a lot of good time.
Highly
Yeah.
recommend it. If you're
Yep.
looking for something to
Definitely.
do, if you're looking for something to do on that Thursday,
Yep.
and you want to come, even if you're not a golf guy, honestly,
I had 3 guys that came last year post surgery. They couldn't swing the club. They just came. They go to every single vendor. You don't have to be a golfer. That's why said you're a golfer. It's
Right.
great. I get golfers. You're not going to play because of the course, but
Definitely.
you're going for the atmosphere, the guys that you're playing with, the
Love
vendor
it.
on every hole. It's just a fun time. The swag bag's sick.
Yeah.
You get cutter,
Yeah.
lighter, cigar.
I can't wait.
Tumbler. I get a nice ceramic ashtray. You can get a bunch of shit, man. It's a good time.
Does best golfer win a prize?
So it's the 2-time reigning champ. Their foursomes back again this year. I gotta give a shout out to Gennaro.
General
They
what?
won the
Let me
last
get his.
two.
Let me get his information. I gotta look him up a
The
little
nice
bit.
Italian guy from Naples. So there you go.
He's hey,
They're coming back to get the 3 crown in a row. So they're gonna have a trophy this year. But I'm gonna do a winner.
Hey, Gennaro, we're not gonna make it easy this year. I promise you that, Paisan. Welcome.
There you go. He's coming for the crown.
Yeah. Well, I think we're going to start to wrap this one up. I want to just say thank you so much for coming on with us.
Thank you guys for having me.
I do have one question that I'm going to be asking every single one of our guests here. And the question that I would have for you is, if you could pick one person to sit down and enjoy a cigar with. As we know, a cigar takes a decent amount of time to smoke. So if you could choose one person from the past, the present, fictional or nonfiction, whatever it is, who would that person be and why?
Well, fictional. The Godfather, obviously.
All
That'd
right.
be a fucking
All right.
hell of a little video clip. The Godfather. Instagram smoking cigar with the Godfather.
Two
Yeah.
Paisan. What would you say to him? What would
Pretty
be
cool.
first line to that Paisan?
Do you know I'm the Godfather of Instagram? And he's going to say back to me, what the fuck's an Instagram? So I think that'd be a good conversation to explain that
I'm
to
from
him.
the future, motherfucker. I know everything about you. I know how you go.
I see what you're doing. I see it.
Oh, man.
All right.
Besides the Godfather, real quick. I don't want
Yeah,
to
no, go ahead, go
Yeah,
ahead.
you good.
Like anyone that you would really want to because remember, a cigar. I feel like the idea of our podcast is to create that moment of time where you're just smoking and drinking and being you in that moment. Is there anyone that you feel like would really wow, like I would really have another hour with that person or an hour with this person to really kind of get to know them? Is there anyone besides the Godfather?
Off the top of my head, man, I don't know. It's a good question. You're right, because cigars are an intimate thing. You really get to know someone.
Your cigar. So you've been going to cigar lounges for years.
Yeah, since college I started. It's almost been 9 years now, since I was 20.
Right.
And I smoked with some pretty prominent. I smoked with the Prince of Finland, Rudy Giuliani.
Prince of Finland.
Yeah.
What's that guy's
Remember
name?
Party.
Wait. How do you know what? We're not leaving yet.
Yeah, hold on.
Pause that shit.
Hold on.
Wait. Pause that. How
Prince
the hell
of
do you meet the
Finland?
Prince of Finland? And what's his deal?
So
What's his
he's a wild man.
Okay.
And I met him at a cigar lounge in the city. I was a member called Lexington Bar and Books. It was on 73rd and Lexington Avenue. This is right out of college.
Okay.
Fresh out of college. I wasn't doing social media at the time. I was fucking trading stocks.
Yeah, no one knows he's
And,
perfect. You could be anyone in the world.
As anybody in the world. And it was like an elegant cigar bar. So it says elegant attire only on the door. Everyone's in there in tuxedos and suits. I got friendly with the staff because again,
Right.
I'm young. I didn't have money like everyone else there, so I just
Definitely.
treat people good because that's what I'm used to, right? And they would give me a level of service that nobody in the place got, meaning I got to wear tracksuits there.
You in these tracksuits,
So
cuz?
I'm in
I
the
love
tracksuit,
it.
my buddy. Yep.
Nice tracksuit. You know
That's
what I mean? As a
key.
gift.
We got to start wearing tracksuits.
Cigar host tracksuit. I would rock the shit out of that. Just saying.
All right.
There you go.
But let's not veer away from. Okay, so you were going to these cigar
Yep.
lounges.
So I'm sitting down there. I'm in my tracksuit, smoking a cigar with my buddy PJ, also in a tracksuit. And this guy comes over. Again, everyone's in tuxedo, so we're like everyone's the same there. Who does what, whatever.
Right.
This guy comes up to me, fucking wrecked. And he sits down, and the way that cigar lounge was, they don't have any lighters. It's just the matches with the cedar. So you have a little
yeah.
candle on every table.
Okay.
So this guy comes over with a bottle, Jack Daniels. They don't sell by the bottle here. It's a very classy cigar lounge, right? It's elegant attire only.
Right.
They have a pianist in the fucking corner.
And Jack Daniels isn't like the most elegant drink in
wouldn't-
the world. Yeah, no, I get it.
Comes over with the handle, fucked up. He goes, "What are you two Italians doing here?" And he starts pouring the Jack Daniels in like our water. You guys want a drink? We're like, "No, we're good." Pouring in the water.
Yeah,
and the
you're drinking
candle.
it.
And he's saying some obscene things. I don't want to repeat what he says. I'll tell you guys
No,
off
no.
camera because I don't want to get
Yeah.
in trouble. And we're like, "What's this fucking guy's deal?" Like everyone's very high class there, and this guy's a fucking disaster. Now I'm friends with the doorman, so the guy walks away for a minute to go to the bathroom, and we're like, "Bro, who the fuck is this guy? Like, how you guys aren't mad at him? You're not kicking him out. He's screaming about these women. Like,
He's got to be somebody.
He's got to be
Yeah,
somebody." He goes,
Right.
"That's the Prince of Finland." I said, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, the Prince of Finland." So long story short, he comes back to the table. He loved us. He was with these two guys that are trying to sell him on some art or something. He's a big art collector, the Prince of Finland.
Okay.
And he didn't like them. So he gets up, he's hanging with us. He ends up taking us to the strip club that night. And
Whoa.
we had a fucking wild
Did he pay?
time. Of course he paid. He picked
Good
us
for
up.
him.
A limo came by. We went out to this strip club in the city. We got left at like 3, 4 in the morning. And it was a hell of a time. And he's like, whenever I come back to New York, I'll let you know. We haven't hung out with him since that one time, but it was a fucking hell of a time, man.
Doors the Prince
was,
of Finland
it was
just
cool.
based on this story.
Yeah. So
Make him a king,
fun
I
time.
guess.
Prince of Finland for president.
Oh, man.
um,
All right. Well, Tony, like I said before, I greatly appreciate. I know Mario greatly Appreciate
dude, it's
you
great.
coming on here, making that trek through all the traffic from New York.
Not as bad as you make it seem, to be fair.
Well, it was a ride, right?
Nah, people complain too much. It's not
Yeah.
too bad. 55 minutes, not bad.
All right, that's not too
take
bad.
it.
Yeah. But if you guys want, definitely check out Why Not You Media. They are, in my opinion, the #1 media marketing company. If you're looking to take your business or any type of social media content, anything to the next level, just reach out to Tony. Correct me if I'm wrong, but it's at Tony Peck on Instagram and TikTok, right?
Yep.
And then also feel free to check us out at thecigarhost.com. Pick up some of these Maduros. By the way, how are you enjoying the Maduro?
Fantastic cigar.
Thank you, sir.
It's a great
so,
cigar.
So evenly burned. Like, you roll them so good. It's unbelievable
Yeah.
that you roll these. Like, it really is. You guys
Thank
definitely
you.
got to try these out.
With those
Fantastic.
biceps, he rolls these beauties. Look at those things.
Very soft hands for such a muscular man, let me tell you.
I tell you, he's gonna be the massage
I was
therapist
gonna
at your
say,
at
if
your
cigars
golf
don't work
outing.
out, got Joe the massage guy right here.
He's gonna,
Oh, I don't know about
The
that.
massage host.
I'm not touching other people, all right?
Only men, don't worry.
Yeah, yeah.
Don't worry, Tony.
You can get me in trouble. Dude. All right. But thank you guys for tuning in. Greatly appreciate all the support and the continued support. Mariucci, anything to say? Last words?
Nah, make sure you
Subscribe.
keep following. Yeah, subscribe.
Yes.
Follow us, baby. Cigar Host. And every social platform you can find, baby.
Absolutely.
We're
And
there.
most importantly, if you have any part of your events, make sure you hire this guy. Not only for the fantastic cigars, but I do a lot of events. I
Right.
use him for all the events, and I've used other people in the past when I met him. The energy he brings and just the personality to the crowd and how he talks to people and explains stuff about cigars, and he's so lively. Sometimes his wife Tony makes a guest appearance, which I kind of like her a little bit better than Joe.
Mama T.
I'm holding against Joe.
She will be
But,
she will be
joke
making
aside.
appearances on the podcast. We already discussed
Tony
it. So.
Peck,
It's
just for
awesome.
future events, we call her Mama T around these parts.
Mama T.
Yeah.
Mama T.
Okay, I like
That's
that.
a
There we go.
businesswoman right there. Love it.
She's the real boss,
And she
right?
smokes. He is a real boss. I agree.
Yeah.
Right.
I agree.
But you're
Yeah.
right.
So-
He does a great job at the
Really does.
events.
So
The
I highly
outfits,
recommend,
the
guys.
mindset.
Yep.
Yeah.
If you guys are in the tri-state, and again, if you're in the tri-state, I can help you with the social media. If you have events in the tri-state, Joe's your guy, hands
Yeah.
down, no doubt about it. So
Absolutely.
appreciate you guys having me on.
Yeah.
It's an awesome
Absolutely.
time.
Paisan, always a pleasure.
Next time
Thank
we'll be in
you.
tracksuits, me and Mario.
Oh my god!
it.
I can't. I look forward. I honestly, that's what I'm gonna tell the HR department. I need a tracksuit for my attire.
They're coming. They're coming. All right. Note to self: golf outing and tracksuits. They're coming.
There we
so, all right. Cheers.
Salute.
Cheers.